I didn't say it in the beginning, the European American Enterprise Council is here to help. That means that what we do is help companies enter the US market, are for those companies that are not in the US, are already in the US market, we can help them grow in certain areas. So that's what the European American Enterprise Council does, and for you to know that you can have that support. So we are gonna go now with the next panel. I will be the moderator, and I'm honored to have here with us two persons that really know a lot about what we are gonna speak about. First, Mr. Smutney-Jones, he will give a brief presentation, then Mr. Joe Ronan, and then we will make some questions. It is open for Q&A, okay? You can ask questions. In this case, in this format, just write your question, and she will be handling to me to make it to the panelists. And another very important announcement. At the end, when we finish the day, if you are interested in meeting with some of the speakers, or if you are interested in having some meetings and say hello and talk a little further, after the conference around 5:40, we will be at the hotel, at the Domine. So if you are interested in meeting someone, just in the entry, you just say who you are and who would you like to meet, okay? And we will arrange those meetings for you.
I'm Smutney-Jones, and I want to thank Ronan and Usaweek for inviting me here in the Basque government. This is the state of California as envisioned in the 17th century. Many of my colleagues in California still believe that this is what we are, an island, and there are many people in the United States that would like to return us to the island. My job today is to talk about the potential energy or the energy markets in California, because I think California has some unique market opportunities that are probably conducive to companies with a history here in Spain in particular, and Europe in general, based on a lot of what we are doing with respect to our energy sector. My organization represents about 45 companies. We participate in regulatory and legislative activities in California. We basically make markets and then protect the interests of our member companies. We represent about 26,000 megawatts of generation in California, and that includes 85% of the delivered renewables, as well as most of the gas fleet. So we've been around a while. As Ronan indicated, I've been doing this since 1987. But the organization's been around since 1982. And we represent geothermal companies, solar companies, wind companies, biomass companies, and a large portion of the natural gas fleet. And there are a wide variety of companies within my organization, including a local company here, a small company called Iberdrola, who actually my wife works for them in California. So it's a pretty large group and a pretty interesting group. So at any rate, my job is to sort of talk about this. The other thing about this map is, California, as I said, a lot of us think of ourselves a little bit differently, but there's historical reasons for that. Back when California was under the flag of the Spanish Empire and subsequently Mexico, it was this sort of faraway place and not really central to anything. And then as the Anglo-Americans moved in the mid-1800s, it still was a remote place.
I'm Joe Ronan of Calpine Corporation. We're a power company that's actually based in Houston, Texas, but I'm in California where we have much of our operations. First of all, I'd like to thank Ronan for inviting us, giving us a chance to participate, and also his staff, Miguel and Anna and Teresa and Alicia, who have really helped me out here in the last couple of days getting together. I needed a lot of help, so I really appreciate their assistance. Dan mentioned that he didn't know that, he didn't want to speak first thing in the morning because you're out late with Herman. The way Jan and I, who know Herman from Spain and other trips, we know about that. He always just puts first in the morning because we don't go to bed. We just come right over from the evening's activities and speak, and then we go to bed. And I was just thinking, Dan said he wasn't ready. I can't imagine if Dan had a full night's sleep how long he would have spoken. But he seemed to be fully prepared to go. Let me turn my little thing here. Anyway, Calpine is in fuel supply transmission. We're mostly in power generation, but we have pipelines and transmission distribution. And in fuel supply, we own the geysers in Northern California, which is geothermal steam. Starting with the geothermal, it's the largest renewable generation geothermal power resource in the world at the geysers. And it runs base load 24 hours a day, which is, it's almost the only renewable that is a base load product. As you know, wind and solar is probably, works out to be 25 to 30% of the year. We go the whole year. We generate about 6 million megawatts per year. This one facility, which is in Northern California, in Sonoma, Napa, and Lake counties in the wine country, provides about 18% of California's renewable power, just this one facility. So we're very proud. It's been operating for about 60 years. But we're mostly natural gas. We have a fleet of very relatively young natural gas plants, average age about 13 years. And they're combined cycle and cogeneration, and many of our plants produce steam cogeneration for industrial use or agricultural use.